Hey, Ovalsan here. While on Twitter, I seen a tweet that one of the creators of Glitch Tech asked which game developer would do a Glitch Tech game. That's indeed a good question. I tweet about it, but there's a limit to those things. So I made two tweets. But that's not enough. So here's my ideas of what kind of games it can be and who will make them. Now the first party games. Now the first pick I go with for first party game developers is Nintendo, as well a platformer side scroller with 3D elements with RPG elements in the mix, and adding Nintendo characters to be more than cameos. Oh, like playable characters, playable characters with original characters to keep the peace between other Nick characters in the mix. As for other systems, if for PlayStation, it would be by Insomniac Games. As long as they don't add Spider-Man to spite Disney. Having a Marvel show on Nickelodeon would be too ironic. Now, if it's for Xbox, the only thing that I can think of is Rare. May have the Battletoads join in on the fun. Well, it's the only thing. Well, it's just that's the only thing I could come up on Xbox. Now, what if it's a third party developer? I may have those picked with, but there are those with their strength on what games Shinobi does and doesn't make, or don't make anymore. The first pick I go with is to go that had more experience of go with say more experience with Nick Team. Now if it to be THQ. Now, if it to be in a different game, a different developer, it'd be a fighter. I would go with NetherRealm Studios. We have Avatar characters in the mix, with some original characters that take place after the Legend of Korra. Now, if it's survival horror or first-person shooter, they would try and come up with a way why Hanabi won't or no longer make those kind of games. Now, if it's a survival horror, I would go with Capcom. Konami nowadays, not so much. Now, Bethesda games, I would. But not by Activision. That because they made too much of those Call of Duty games. Now, if you ask me, the glitches of those kind of games would kill anyone that would get in their way. Although one thing that's been left unaccounted for is the Shinobi's rating system. So far, any box art has a C rating. Was it originally meant for children nowadays? Or they just don't have it, or just don't have what they made now, what they don't have to push the envelope in their games. Now, the one thing I'm going to say, gonna play that's Nick's based, is say Nickelodeon Kart Racer 2. It's by say of a new game program called Game Mill Entertainment. I might at least check it out and give you my opinion on it. Anyway, this is, well, if they so want to make a glitch game, I want in. Anyway, this is Ovalsan, Oval and out.